So here we have the Kia Sportage 1.7 CRDI3 on a 64 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and then underneath this carpet section a full-size alloy spare wheel. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in wonderful condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. You can see in the middle, the total miles on this car are 26,113. As we back out to the steering wheel, on the right-hand side, we have cruise control. Down the bottom here we have a couple of buttons. This one, first of all, changes the steering mode on this car. So normal steering, sport steering, so the steering becomes firmer, or comfort steering, so it becomes lighter, so good for town driving and parking and what have you. The other controls we have down here are to answer and end phone calls, and we have voice activation for the phone. So if you would hit that button and ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you paired the phone, and that's done on the central screen, which we'll come to in just a moment. We also have stereo controls on the steering wheel as well. So the central screen just here is where you would pair your phone. So press that button and then follow the instructions on screen. So it's all touch screen. You do have, as you can see, a few main menu buttons down the sides, but essentially, other than that, it's all touchscreen. If we go back to the radio for a moment, you can see we've got FM radio and AM radio available to us. And then in terms of media, nothing is plugged in at the moment, so it will say no media. We have a CD player just here. We also have auxiliary and USB inputs. So plenty of ways to listen to your music with both the radio and those 3 different systems there as well. Working our way down from that, we've got dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently on the driver and passenger side. You can adjust the fan speed up and down again from there. You can determine where within the car you would like the air to blow, and then the air conditioning is on when that light is on, or you can turn it off again. If you would like to use the climate control properly, you can push that button and the car will take control of the fans itself to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for just there. You can override that by readjusting the fan speed. So if I readjust that down, I'm then back in a manual mode again. Down the bottom here we have a 12-volt charging socket, the auxiliary and USB inputs. That button will turn off the parking sensors, or back on again. And we have a 6-speed manual gearbox. Next to the gearbox we have driver and passenger heated seats. Finally, you can see this car has got 2 sunroofs. The rear one is a fixed roof, so essentially a window. The front one, however, will tilt and slide. So if I press the buttons up the top here, you can see that that will slide all the way back. You can have it on tilt if you would rather, and obviously it will let in a lot of light and air as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.